The whisper of vengeance. I never believed in curses or the supernatural until it happened to me. My name is Mark, and this is the story of how a simple act of betrayal spiraled into something far darker than I could have ever imagined. It all started with my best friend Alex and his girlfriend Lisa. We were the trio that everyone admired. We'd known each other since high school, shared countless adventures, and had an unspoken bond that I thought was unbreakable. Lisa was beautiful, with a laugh that could light up a room, but she had a darkness behind her eyes that I always sensed but never acknowledged. Alex was oblivious to it, or maybe he was just too in love to see it. One chilly evening in November, we were at our favorite bar, the Rusty Anchor, celebrating Alex's promotion. The place was packed, the music was loud, and the drinks were flowing. But amidst the celebration, I noticed something off. Alex seemed distant, his eyes not quite meeting mine. Lisa, on the other hand, was unusually attentive to me, her hand lingering a bit too long on my arm, her compliments a tad too personal. The night took a turn when Alex excused himself to take a call, leaving Lisa and me alone. She leaned in, her breath warm against my ear. "Mark, I think we should talk somewhere quieter." That moment should have been my alarm bell, but I was too caught up in the moment, the liquor, and the confusion of what was happening. We ended up at her place, a decision I would regret for the rest of my life. What started as a conversation about her unhappiness with Alex turned into something more, something I hadn't intended. When Alex found out, the world as I knew it shattered. He was devastated, and rightfully so. He cut ties with both of us, but the hurt in his eyes when he looked at me, it was like a physical wound. Months passed, and life moved on, or so I thought. Lisa and I didn't continue. It was a mistake we both acknowledged, but the damage was irreversible. I tried to apologize to Alex, but he wouldn't see me. I moved to a new city to start over, but the guilt followed like a shadow. Then, strange things began to happen. First, it was small. My car keys would go missing, only to appear in odd places like inside my fridge. I thought I was going mad, stressed from the move and the guilt. But then came the notes. Handwritten, in a script that was eerily familiar, each one with a simple message. "You took everything from me." They were everywhere. In my mailbox, under my pillow, inside my coat pocket. I tried to ignore them, chalking it up to a prank or my mind playing tricks. But then, the whispers started. At night, when the city was silent, I'd hear a voice, soft but clear, saying, "You will pay." I should have told someone, but who would believe me? It wasn't until I received a package at my door, containing a lock of Alex's hair and a photo of him in his new apartment, that I knew this wasn't just in my head. I tried to reach out to Alex, but his number had changed, and he had moved from all social media. Desperate, I went back to our old town, to our old haunts, hoping to find some trace of him. That's when I saw her, Lisa, at the Rusty Anchor, sitting at our old table, looking exactly as she did that night. She smiled at me, and it was not a smile of warmth, but of something much colder. I confronted her, asking about the notes, the whispers, and Alex's hair. She laughed, a sound devoid of any humor. "You think you can just walk away from what you did? Alex isn't the only one who lost something. I lost my chance at a normal life because of you." She told me about her descent into darkness, how she had learned certain rituals from an old family book she never believed in until now. She had cursed me, but not in the way one might think. She had cursed me to live with the guilt, to see my actions' repercussions in every shadow, every quiet moment. I left that bar feeling sick, not just from the revelation, but from the realization that Alex was truly gone. I couldn't find him. He had vanished from all records. And then, the worst part, the part that keeps me up at night. I started forgetting him, his face, his voice, his laugh, all slowly slipping away from my memory. I moved back to my new city, but the whispers never stopped. They are with me now, in this room, as I tell you this story. I've learned to live with them, with the guilt, with the fear that one day I might forget myself entirely. So, if you're listening to this, remember one thing. Revenge doesn't always come with fire and fury. Sometimes it's the quiet, persistent whisper of your own guilt, woven with the dark threads of the supernatural that will haunt you forever.